18, 18, 18, 18. Telescopic antenna, telescopic antenna, telescopic antenna, telescopic antenna. Telescopic fork, telescopic fork, telescopic fork, telescopic fork. Telescopic jack, telescopic jack, telescopic jack, telescopic jack. Telescreen, 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 telescreen. Teletext, 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 teletext. Teletube, 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 teletube. Teletype, 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 teletype. Batake, 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 batake. Teletype setter, teletype setter, teletype setter, teletype setter. Teletypewriter, 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 teletypewriter. Television antenna, television antenna, television antenna, television antenna. Television band, television band, television band, television band. Television broadcast, television broadcast, television broadcast, television broadcast. Television broadcasting, television broadcasting, television broadcasting, television broadcasting. Television cable, television cable, television cable, television cable. Television camera, television camera, television camera, television camera. Acetylation, 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 acetylation. Betel nut, betel nut, betel nut, betel nut. Television cameraman, television cameraman, television cameraman, television cameraman. Television channel, television channel, television channel, television channel. Television field, television field, television field, television field. Television monitor, television monitor, television monitor, television monitor. Television picture tube, television picture tube, television picture tube, television picture tube. Television picture, television picture, television picture, television picture. Television program, television program, television program, television program. Television projector, television projector, television projector, television projector. Television receiver, television receiver, television receiver, television receiver. Television station, television station, television station, television station. Beetle, 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 beetle. Television studio, television studio, television studio, television studio. Television telephone, television telephone, television telephone, television telephone. Television tower, television tower, television tower, television tower. Television transmission, television transmission, television transmission, television transmission. Television transmitter, television transmitter, television transmitter, television transmitter. Television, 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 television. Televisor, 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 televisor. Telex operator, telex operator, telex operator, telex operator. Tell along rigmarole, tell along rigmarole, tell along rigmarole, tell along rigmarole. Tell a story, tell a story, tell a story, tell a story. Tell fortunes, tell fortunes, tell fortunes, tell fortunes. Tell people apart, tell people apart, tell people apart, tell people apart, teller, 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 teller's department, teller's department, teller's department, teller's department, betide, 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 tellurate, 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 tellurian, 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 telluric, 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 tellurite, 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 tellurium, 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 tellurometer, 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 tellurus, 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 telly, 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 betimes, 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 telephase, 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 taltha line, taltha line, taltha line, taltha line, talfa, 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 talfridge, 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 temp, 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 tempera, 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 betoken, 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 temperance hotel, temperance hotel, temperance hotel, temperance hotel, temperance society, temperance society, temperance society, temperance society, temperate climate, temperate climate, temperate climate, temperate climate, temperature coefficient, temperature coefficient, temperature coefficient, temperature coefficient, temperature control, temperature control, temperature control, temperature control, temperature controller, temperature controller, temperature controller, temperature controller, temperature difference, temperature difference, temperature difference, temperature difference, betray a secret, betray a secret, betray a secret, betray a secret, temperature distribution, temperature distribution, temperature distribution, temperature distribution, temperature increase, temperature increase, temperature increase, temperature increase, temperature indicator, temperature indicator, temperature indicator, temperature indicator, temperature, 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 tempered, 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 tempest, 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 tempestuous, 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 temple, 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 template, 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 tempo, 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 temporal, 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 temporariness, 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 temporary account, temporary account, temporary account, temporary account, temporary annuity, temporary annuity, temporary annuity, temporary annuity, temporary arrangement, temporary arrangement, temporary arrangement, temporary arrangement, temporary credit, temporary credit, temporary credit, temporary credit, temporary magnet, temporary magnet, temporary magnet, temporary magnet, temporary storage, temporary storage, temporary storage, temporary storage, temporary, 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 betrayal, 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 tempter, 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 tempting, 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 temptress, 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 10 feet tall, 10 feet tall, 10 feet tall, 10 feet tall, 10, 10, 10, 10, betrayer, 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 tenacity, 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 tenaculum, 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 tenancy in common, tenancy in common, tenancy in common, tenancy in common, tenancy, 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 tenant farmer, tenant farmer, tenant farmer, tenant farmer, tenant for life, tenant for life, tenant for life, tenant for life, tenant, 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 tenantable, 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 tenantless, 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 tenantry, 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 acetylene, 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 tench, 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 tendency, 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 tendentious, 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 tendifer, 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 tender guarantee, tender guarantee, tender guarantee, tender guarantee, tender of resignation, tender of resignation, tender of resignation, tender of resignation, tender offer, tender offer, tender offer, tender offer, tender one's resignation, tender one's resignation, tender one's resignation, tender one's resignation, betrothal, 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 tenderfoot, 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 tenderness, 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 tendon, 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 tendril, 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 tenebrous, 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 tenedos, 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 tenedos,